Hi, lady and gentlemen. In this video, I would like to talk with you guys about the contents of the final report. The report for the activity of the irrigation database improvement in the Mekong River Basin. This will tell you about how to write the final report for this activity. First of all, I will talk with you about the structure of this final report. This report includes the 10 sections. The first section is about the introduction, and the second one is about the overview of the agriculture and irrigation sector in the study area, and the next one is the structure of the proposed irrigation database, and the next is about the methodology. The next is the implementation process of the irrigation database improvement. The sixth section is the current situation of the irrigation system. And the next is about the achievement of the capacity building. The next is the work plan and arrangement to utilize, to maintain the database and to share data with others. The next one is the financial statement, and the report will end with the last section is about the conclusion and recommendation. Okay, now I will talk in some more detail about each section. The first section is about the introduction. This one consists of 4 subsections. First is about the background and the justification of this activity, and the next you need to write about the objectives of the activity, and the next you write about the summary of the activity implementation. In this part, besides the zero implementation process of the activity, you need to write in detail about the tasks having been done to establish new activity, and the quality assurance, the quality control process with involved persons. And the next is about structure of the report. The second section of the report is the overview of the agriculture and irrigation sector in the study area. In this section, you write about the overview of the study area. You write something about the agriculture and irrigation sector. For this, you need to describe the history, describe the current situation and the trend of agriculture and irrigation development in your study area. Okay, the third section is about the structure of proposed irrigation database. You need to write about the irrigation database framework. You write about the structure of the spatial data and structure of the attribute dataset. The fourth section is about the methodology. The first, you need to write about the methods you have used for the irrigation database improvements. It could be the data collection, the data analysis, the database improvement process, and the quality assurance and quality control. The second one, you write about the methods you have used to do capacity building, to maintain, to utilize the database. As the next is about the reporting. You need to describe the ways you use to make these internal reports within your working group. And the fifth section is one most important section in the report is about the implementation process of the irrigation database improvement. In this section, the first thing you need to talk about the result of the taking of irrigation database. You need to describe the short descriptions of the old irrigation databases. In this subsection, The data checking tasks need to be done for both spatial data and attribute data. Regarding the attribute data set, the both fields and the record checking must be shown in a summary result. Besides that, you need to talk about the advantage and the disadvantage of the databases. It includes the overall comments about how each data of each type of the object is out there. For example, the irrigation projects, irrigation network, and so on. Okay, and the next subsection is about the metadata. The first you write about the main metadata, and the second one you need to write the description to describe the details for each field of the database. You need to explain the rules that you have defined for the database. And the next subsection is the collection of the extensive GIS-based irrigation data from the relevant institution or agencies. In this subsection, you need to describe in detail the type, quality, and the quantity of the collected dataset. You need to describe the institution or licensee where you collect the dataset and the metadata. In the next part is the address the data to the database for the new irrigation system or structure. The new attribute data and the newly featured sets need to be created for the old records when new irrigation structures are identified. Describes the data source and the data analysis tools used for each type of the object and shows the number of the new projects, the number of the new headworks, number of the new reservoir and the canals. Okay, and the next one is about the updates of the old irrigation-based GIS-based irrigation data by undertaking ground survey with the questionnaire at country level and GIS-based work. In this part, you need to describe in detail the updating process that may occur in the following cases. The first case is about the removal of the objects. The second case about the change in some fields of the object. It could be the data change in the specific field. It could be the data of the new input of the new data. Is that means that we don't have any data in the old database? In all cases, it needs to describe the data source and the method to collect them. Or it could be you need to confirm the objects that have not been changed. Please describe the method used to confirm the unchanged condition. It could be the ground survey, it could be the participatory mapping, and so on. Okay, so next you need to talk about the quality assurance and the quality control. For the quality assurance, you need to show the quality management tasks and the relevant route to ensure this activity meets its objective. For the quality control process, you need to write the result of the review of the database checking. You need to write about the database correction and the verification of the database. And the next section is the current situation of the irrigation system. After you have the new updated irrigation database, now you need to show the current situation by using the new irrigation database. Therefore, in this part, please summarize the data in the main attributes for the each table. Please summarize the links between the irrigation project and the other objects. Examples: headwork, reservoir, irrigated area, and the canal. Besides that, you need to summarize data for each province The next section is about the achievements of the capacity building. And the next one is about the work plan and the arrangement to utilize, to maintain the database and the share data with others. In this section, you write something about the benefit of the new database for the national work. For your work, you need to write about the work plan and the arrangement that you make to utilize the database in the future. And you need to write about the work plan and arrangement to regularly update the database and share the data to others. The next section of this, the final report, is the financial statement. Now in the report, you need to summarize how the fund were used, which refer to the items sold in your working plan. The detail of the expenditure, you should be put them in the annex. The next section, and this is the final section of the report, is the conclusion and recommendation. Okay, it's the end of the final report for the activity irrigation database improvement. Thank you very much for your watching. Goodbye.